So let's enjoy the action here, starting from the first match. We're getting a Ken, obviously. And then Churito Consulta is going for the other one. That's a bit of a surprise choice here. So let's enjoy the puzzle action here. Some blocks for you instead of normal fighting, but hey, at least it's fighting game, fighting themed. Solid play, at least on True the Consoles on the left side. Getting a nice blue game, setting up the red-green combo, doing very well on the left side. Tricky Kid also setting a big combo, first to the 3 chain. That's a dangerous attack, and now Churito will have to eliminate but gets the diamond glitch. And that diamond swap sends out an attack onto the opponent's screen. It's a bit fast-paced game, but if you hit the diamond and flip it on the last frame, the diamond is going to do a bigger attack. Normally it's just a defensive block, but in this case, if you flip it on the last frame, if it's stuck between two rows of blocks, then in that instance it'll do a full attack. So you'll see the players flipping their diamond blocks whenever they have the opportunity. Okay, we are slowing down our action just a little bit. Churito Gonzalza is in real danger. And there's an attack coming. If the Tricky Kid gets a red, then Churito is in trouble. But Churito also has a huge red game set up there. And proccing it, and that should be it. There's a red counter attack at the same time, but that's not enough. And Churito Gonzalza takes the first round. Good play. Good play for the first round. Happy to see players playing at this speed. They seem both to be rather experienced fighting puzzle game players, at least in this game. Okay, we get a yellow, blue, and red startup here with a smattering of green. The green is not gonna come into play, not for a while here. Dannu, no, I will not play CS. Okay, first attack by Tricky Kid, and Churito does not have an elimination queued up. It's gonna be a small red at the top. It's gonna just save him. But with Ken's attack pattern, he is going to be in trouble. That's the game swap I was talking about, and still in trouble. Now, a combo, and was able to save himself. And is now able to send a small attack. Ken's field is pretty much filled to the brim with rubbish. It's difficult to attack from that position, but he does have a buried yellow there and a buried red there. Churito, I would say, is a little bit ahead here, but with that Ken's attack, he will have a harder time planning his next moves. Ken's attack pattern is such a mess. And that said, of course, Tricky Kid's field is a mess as well. Both waiting for diamond, or at least Tricky Kid is hoping for diamond here. He's got his shaft set up, and Churito will have to look into setting up a shaft here, and does. Okay, and a gem there, but no flip necessary. Churito Gonzalez takes the first match, up by 1. Best out of 3 all matches. So we have a winner in another one. Good, well played. Video couple. Is Freyan in? He's available. No, he's not in. He missed the check-in. Freyan got dropped. I closed the check-ins at 9 PM flat, and I pinged him like 15 minutes before. So he got dropped out of the tournament. I did ask him personally, but he was unable to join us. Is there a question here? Best of 3. Yeah, the question from the players was how many to play, best of 3, KMC, 1186, welcome to the chat. Hope you enjoy these kinds of games. Yeah, just typing here. And Dano 1234G asking for mods. No way, not a chance. A video couple I could still add people, it won't mess up anything. Are you sure about that? Because I, for one, certainly am not sure about that. And I think we'll be doing what we agreed to do here. Me not being a merciful card here today. I don't like to complain, but also I would prefer people to be in the game on time. And you're saying that he is... Yeah, this is still in the first round. Yeah, it definitely is. But it's gonna change the fight order at least. Also, I think there's a lesson to be learned here. I think the lesson to learn here is that be on time and you get to play. Unfortunate, I know. But maybe that'll help in the long term. And then why don't you get a mod? You don't get a mod because I have no idea what you would do with it. The community has been behaving pretty well, and I have had zero requirements to kick people or to tell people to behave, so that's fine. Would prefer English though. Okay, let's get back to the action. Tricky Kid has a shaft, and he's looking for a gem, but the shaft is on the left and is now stuck. That's gonna be Ichuri the Consalsa takes it. Yeah. So Churi the Consalsa is up by 2. Let me just report the scores here. Yeah, the reporting score function is taking a while. Video couple, this is how it can be done. Restart the tournament and copy the results of the matches that have already been played. Ooh, sounds like a nightmare. I know, I mean, yeah, you are making perfect sense, and I see where you're coming from. That would be, I think, the friendly thing to do. But I think I'm gonna... I know you are a tournament organizer, and you are also a very solid tournament organizer. And I do trust you in that it can be done. So, and I do trust that you know how it works. That's not the issue here. Next up is at Muku. Yes, at JX setup. However, I do think that each tournament organizer does things their way, and I think I'll be sticking to my guns here. As draconian as that might sound. Tough line here today. And done. We are having a tournament, not a fortnight session. So, next match. Mukku versus JX0. Mukku is a new player to the game, and JX0 I haven't personally played against. So we'll see how that goes. Let's see, Mukku is ready, and JX0 is also ready in the lobby. So the next match should be starting short. While we are waiting, brackets have been updated. We have our first winner, Churito, and I will have to face him. But that said, JX0 was Mukku is ready to start, so let's join the action in from the character select here. Should be coming up on your screens shortly, double checking. There we go. Yeah, please select versus human. I hope they get the idea. Let me just give them a heads up. It's obviously versus human. Because playing this as against the AI wouldn't make much sense. Anyway, that said, it's gonna be another Donovan and debating Morrigan. Okay, let's go. The thing with the difficulties here is you're gonna be dropping your blocks quite fast anyway. We didn't set up a hard and fast rule fight. Playing on 3 being the normal, I wouldn't mind if they played at another speed. But if you set your speed to 5, the blocks will be dropping very fast. And then when your stack is very high, you won't be able to slow down the blocks dropping. So there is a disadvantage. Of course, it forces you to play fast in the early game, and that'll make you make fast decisions. I feel that practicing on a 5 speed is good for the early gameplay. But then once you start getting into the 1v1 competition, you don't want to be at a 5 speed. Hope that makes sense to at least some of you. Danu 1, 2, 3, 4G, test setup esittely. Yeah, I might do that one day. That is a good idea. Why not? I mean, I do have a photograph of my setup. At least the blue screen setup stuff is interesting. It's all IKEA stuff. All IKEA stuff and then blue blanket. So that should be interesting. It's definitely a pro streamer setup. But yeah, that is a good idea. Thank you for that. This time the action is somewhat slower paced than we saw in the last match. JX0 burned that gem there, opted to use on the red, and now we have a yellow elimination but no flip potential there on Mukku's screen, but a nice combo. 66 on the attack and nothing hidden for JX0. Mukku is gonna take this. Okay, first round goes to Mukku. Let's see. It appears JX0 is somewhat new to this game, but that's fine. I think I said in the Discord channels, at least on some of those Discord channels, that this is more for the fun of it and more for the community, less than a serious competition. So having players who are not super familiar or super high level in this game, not a problem at all. Happy to be playing an alternative game with the community though. And of course, an unfortunate thing with the Freyon's late arrival there and me not accepting him in. Not a very community-centric thing to do, I understand that. But today it is what it is. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 G to Discords. Which Discord are you referring to? I'm on the Karate Hut or Karate Pirtti Discord there. That's my Discord where I'm at. Anyway, Mukku is getting high. He's got reds ready. The green won't combo, and the yellow might not combo with the blue, so it's gonna be a bit of a clear. He would want to work his way all the way down to that big blue block over there, but that's gonna take a lot of work, especially if Donovan keeps attacking. But Donovan is of course low on blocks, has almost nothing to attack with. And that red elimination is going to help a bunch though. And there's some yellow to get some value out of it. Mukku does it, opting for repeated attack here. And is now able to clean his board quite a bit. Longer term, it might be that Mukku is in an okay position. Donovan doesn't have too much to attack with. That yellow is 13 and is cancelled pretty much outright. So should Mukku be able to dig his way through all those yellows and greens, he should be able to combo his way down to get to that blue at the bottom. Yeah, now he's at the blue. And the next attack is going to hurt JX0. Still building that blue block, now covered up. And JX0 is attacking 41 blocks. That's not gonna kill, but it's gonna be a 1 block 2 death situation there. 1-1 on the rounds, this is the first fight of 3. Okay, so we are seeing an even match, and that's of course something that we do prefer to see here whenever we play these games, or whenever you have whenever I have a stream. I do prefer to have evenly fought matches, regardless of the gameplay level. Of course, if you are expecting super high level gameplay for this, it's a little bit of a rare game to see tournaments these days. I don't think I've been able to find a Super Street Fighter 2, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo tournament in quite a while. So I thought it would be an interesting addition to the usual fighting game content that we have. Back into the action, we've got a nice red, blue, yellow setup on the right side and a bigger block of yellow on the left. Mukku is starting his eliminations, could continue with that yellow, and decides not to, or maybe that's a misplacement, that is not going to combo easily. So Mukku, I would have preferred him attacking on the yellows as the JX0's combo comes in. The red elimination didn't feel nice. He had to eliminate those reds to save his own bacon, so to say, but wasn't able to get a big attack for his troubles. It's also pretty high there on where the blocks drop, so he's in a spot of trouble here, especially if Donovan does a combo with his blue and green. That's a difficult situation for Mukku to be in. And he's getting higher and higher. He's able to clean half of his screen and is now ahead. Good turnaround there and kept his cool. The green combo attack comes from JX0, but it's too late. It's, I think, 2 moves too late, and now Mukku is in a better position. Although the board is pretty much easier to explode as JX0. Mukku didn't leave his shaft open, and JX0 gets the first win. So 1-up JX0. Mukku will have to press the start button here. There we go. 1-up JX0. Continuing as the Morgan. The community is very used to playing on character lock. We didn't stipulate a character lock rule there on the challenge, but both players opting to keep the characters they started out as. bit of a decisive thing, I feel, in the community, whether we should lock all the characters or not. I do prefer giving the players the option of selecting their characters and adjusting to the matchup with their character selections, even in fighting games. But I do know that not everybody prefers that, and I think it's most of the time when we have a character lock in games, even in bigger tournaments, I suppose. That's the main rule. If you do know, do enlighten me. But at least for this, I see no harm in allowing character switches. Okay, Mukku seems to have learned his lesson and is keeping the middle of the board clean. When I say middle, it's the third column from the right that should be kept clean, as if a block gets stuck there at the top of the third row, you are going to be eliminated. So making sure that the third column from the right is your lowest column is going to keep you in the game for a longer period of time. A bit of an optimization there. JX Shadow goes for the early attack and decides to gem eliminate the blues. That's gonna be a small attack, but he's counting on timing. Mukku is able to get a red elimination there and save himself. We are pretty much even. What do we have here? Flapetsy number 0215 is your Discord. Okay, Tannu, thank you. After the game, I'll be sure to add you as a Discord friend. At the moment though, I will need to focus on the gameplay. But thank you for the Discord invite. Appreciate it. JX is in trouble. There's some combo potential there. A yellow and a blue on the right would help, and a yellow comes in. It's not able to combo it immediately. But the yellow attack is also going to be dangerous here. Mukku is able to counter 27-33, and that's all she wrote. So Mukku not going out without a fight. A bit of a slow pace here for this fight. Okay, as you see, the block patterns that both players get are identical to each other. So quite a bit of the game comes down to the speed of you dropping your blocks on the screen. If you're faster than your opponent, well, you are building up a bigger potential attack than your opponent is. But of course then, trying to build a combo, trying to build a chain, and trying to build a few bigger blocks there is going to help. JX Shadow comes in with the very early attack, and even though it's 20 blocks of rubbish, that might be just what Mukku needs in order to proceed in this game. Usually when you do an early attack like that, and it's not super powerful, then the opponent gets quite a few blocks to work with, and if they can set up a combo to return those blocks onto your screen, then the early attacker is in trouble. And Mukku does have at least a yellow there. The blues are now cleared, and that's gonna be a combo of 2 for a small attack to lead off with, and following that up with a green, yellow and red combo would be scary. Let's see if Mukku can build a combo here. Opts to clean the right side of his board. The green is getting bigger, the blue on the right is getting bigger, but he's also pretty high and does have the time. That's going to combo, but he will need to survive 4 blocks. Or 4 drops here, and he's not able to. Mukku had the correct response queued up, but JX Shadow takes the round 2 win. 1-1 here, and JX Shadow being up by 1 is looking forward to dropping Mukku to the loser's bracket side of things here. Okay, time for a quick rehydration. Dannu, you'd like to know my Discord name's code? I'll add you as a friend after the I'll add you as a friend after the tournament, because I don't remember my Discord friend code. I forget the numbers, and I do want to focus on the gameplay here. Okay, let's get back to action. Pretty much a jumble of greens and blues. If JX Shadow cleans those greens away, he'll have a nice blue setup there. So there's some potential there. At the same time, Mukku is also having a bit of a rubbish board, to be honest. Hard to pull anything serious out of that, but let's see what he can do. He's cleaning off the timer blocks on the top, and he's attacking on the red. That's gonna be countered pretty easily by JX Shadow here. JX Shadow prefers to play low. He doesn't want to get his stack too high, which is of course a valid strategy. Don't take me wrong. And queues up the red attack. A small chain there. Mukku will have to find... What does he need to find, actually? Greens, yellow, greens, reds, blues. It's gonna be a lot of the colors that he doesn't have. And the order of the eliminations that he got was a pretty challenging one. As JXZO takes the win. So let me just report the score here. That'll be just a moment. I wonder why sometimes challenge takes a long time to accept the report scores button press. It doesn't now, so let me refresh that report scores and let's see what it does now. I would like to have the score set up before we start the next game. Riku had the bigger palikka brains, yeah, bigger block brains. This is sort of a big brain time. Mukku, yeah, 5 is allowed since the first match was 5x5. It's a bit of a preferences thing. 5 makes the blocks comes faster, but when you are in trouble, then the blocks will continue to drop fast there. So it's gonna be a bit of a risky move to play with a 5 speed. JX02, Mukku 0 scores are reported, so it's me and Rico Gonsalsa. Let's make sure that I challenge my opponent. Challenge. There we go. So now you'll see me playing. I'm not a champion of this game. Originally, when I set up this tournament, I didn't want to choose the game I was most likely to win with. I wanted to choose a game that the community might enjoy. I thought that community might like playing Super Puzzle Fighter. Let's see what my opponent picks. I'm gonna go as Morrigan. I'll be playing on the left side of the screen here. Let's see what he takes. He was pretty fast just now. Mukku, your brain was not square enough? I think it was plenty square. Okay, Churito is playing on speed 1. He wants to have fewer blocks at the top. I'm used to playing on speed 3, so that's what I choose, but that of course is a sensible move to select that speed. Wouldn't blame him. While I'm playing, I won't be able to talk as much, at least when the going gets fast. I will have to focus somewhat on the gameplay. What we want to do here is we want to set up some sort of a combo. Yeah, okay, he's building much faster than me. That's a dangerous place to be at. Dude is fast, and that's of course awesome for him. And that's a lot, that's 50, man, that's fast building. Okay, yeah. FD Nation, you've been prescribed brain doping lately, so yeah. Playing against Churito Gonsalsa, I think I would need some of that medicine as well. Assuming it's medicine. Well, it's a prescription, so it has to be, right? Anyway, I'm pretty sure I am in trouble against this guy. My building speed is not as fast as his is. Thanks for the cheers, and let's go indeed. I do enjoy playing this game against a strong opponent though, especially when it comes to the replays and stuff. I'll have a chance to look at what they did and how they did it. That's gonna be 27, I'm not dead yet, another 20, I am dead. That's fast. I had a single Q on the left there. So what Churito does is he's able to set up a combo on the right side of the screen. He doesn't prefer to play on the left, or at least starts on the left and then sets up the combo on the right. And he is good at setting up the combo. So let's try that again. One more try. Definitely a strong opponent though. Happy to play a strong player. Okay, focus time. I've been practicing following the chat, I've been practicing talking while I'm playing, so I should have that down pat, but I do need to focus just a little bit here. Man, he is fast. Yeah, that is sketchy. Okay, queue up a green here, but a yellow on top of a green should be good. Yeah, he's gonna kill me if I don't do something here immediately. Yeah, I had to clean the blocks off the top of my screen, otherwise I'd be dead here. I'm in trouble here, but I'm not dead here. Queue up that defense. Can I queue a combo here? Let's try. That will not combo. And the gem will save my bacon, but I didn't have a big combo set up there. Let's go. I don't think he has enough. 11. He did have enough. Damn it. Still need to keep playing. How much is that? Not a lot. 20 blocks, but he is still playing at his normal speed, so I will need to keep attacking. I have a huge blue. A blue will do it here. That attack is nothing to worry about. The yellows are not gonna do... Oh shit. He was faster. I had the yellows there, and I was just a single block too slow. I could have had it. Could have had it there. Okay, play faster. Dannu moi paljakka and video crap show the Espoo style. Yeah, definitely. I did see a guy in Hong Kong playing this game, and I thought I was pretty good at it, having practiced the game with my friend. And I went to play this Hong Kongese guy, and I inserted a credit. It was back when people had real arcades and real opponents in real arcades, and I did insert a credit against this guy, and he proceeded to wipe the floor with me. And that's when I learned that I'm not the strongest player ever in this game. I didn't think I was the strongest player ever in this game in the first place, but I did think that I was a pretty solid player. And look at that. I certainly don't think I'm a very solid player anymore. So I almost had one round of him, and the rest of the 4 rounds were very solid. Let's throw up a top GG there and go to update brackets. Well played, Churrito Gonzalez, indeed. I'll be fighting in the losers bracket from now on. Yeah, score report function is terribly slow. I think a refresh is pretty slow. Let's see. Okay, Churrito Gonzalez up by 2 and me with a 0. That's a fair reporting of the scores. Next up at Mukku and at Tricky Kid. Mukku is from Namek, Videocrapple is a world citizen, and Dannu probably is a Finn. Well, I'm happy to have, of course, all the viewers that we get into the chat. I do prefer having the chat in English if you can, but if you cannot, if for example it's a foreign language to you, then I don't mind terribly. The rule is not hard and fast there, it's just a strong preference for Finnish, okay? Anyway, Tricky Kid had a good play against Churrito Gonzalez, who seems to be pretty strong. So we'll see. Since we only have the players that we do, we have the 5 minimum. We have the 5 minimum players here. So I think Churrito Gonzalez is a strong contender for the title, that's for sure. Namekian saa S-tier? Probably. My tier list knowledge for the Dragon Ball games is not what it should be, I suppose. Let's assume that they are S-tier. But the gameplay with the Akame Sennin, the Turtle Master, that seemed pretty cool. He seemed to have some cool tech. I suppose you are talking, of course, about Dragon Ball fighting games there. Okay, Tricky Kid is building a combo of 2 steps with an extra big removal there. That's gonna be 25 cent with some of it cancelled, and that's gonna be a Ken attack. So Mukku has to contend with a rubbish field there. As you see, whenever Ken attacks, it's gonna be a lot of crap on the screen. Tricky Kid does a diamond flip there. Mukku queues up a defensive maneuver there. He'll have to wait for the reds to come in. And the reds do come in, but it's too little too late, and that other 36 block attack. Oh yeah, let me just moderate the chat here. So either we respect each other in the chat, or we do not join the chat. Other than that, I mean, I don't especially like people trash talking others' nationalities or what have you. So let's not do that. I mean, discussing the video games and discussing whatever else there is, that's all fine. But then personal attacks are not fine. So let's not have that. And thank you, Videocrapple, also for the comment there in the chat. You are correct in that. That's not the right way to proceed. And sorry, of course, for the Finnish comment in the chat, but it's just a little bit of moderation there. Tricky Kid was fast and did some solid playing there as Ken. Mukku is in a small trouble, just as I was in my match. So it might be that we do see a Tricky Kid final there, who knows. Thanks, Dannu. But let's look at the building strategy. He's got a green and a yellow and a blue all queued up, and they are all going to combo. So that is a well planned out combo setup, and he was fast to build it. That's gonna be a 3 chain. Doesn't get it to a 4 chain with those removal blocks yet. That would take other colors, but he's starting his removals now, and he was able to do extra steps there. He was able to pull the 5 steps into it. And did a smaller attack with a gem switch there. So he's trusting on his Ken play. He's expecting the opponent's board to be troublesome. Oot ärsyttää videokrabble. And Tricky Kid takes the first round. That's just an extra bit of moderation there in the chat. And I will, if this continues, I will need to pull up my ban tools here. I prefer not to ban anybody from my channel. Definitely don't want to do it, but if push comes to shove, I will absolutely ban anyone who needs to be banned. So don't make me do it, please. Okay, continuing with the match here. A big initial attack by Liquid, and that's gonna be another 50 to go there. High class play there, and a fast duo. Yeah, let me just report the scores here. So, Tricky Kid showing. How did he drop them so fast? He's holding down. Pretty much he's holding down on his joystick. And what he did, he had a pre-planned or a very well-known pattern that he was about. And that helped him set up a 5-step combo in the first attack. And then continue that up with whatever he had left. So a pretty high quality play there by your opponent. Shame in taking there. That was a hard fight. Okay, for number 5, match number 5, I will need to face the Tricky Kid again. Next up, me, Tricky Kid. Freyan, welcome to the chat. Sorry I couldn't take you in. And actually, videokrabble there was very adamant on me restarting the tournament just to have you in the game, but I wasn't super comfortable with me running the challenge. So I wasn't able to take you in. Sorry about that, but happy to have you in the chat regardless. For the next fight, I'll be happy to see your diamond switch. And if you feel confident that you could have taken Churito or Tricky Kid here, then you are obviously a high class player, not a problem there. But regardless, GL. Oh, Tricky Kid, welcome to the chat. Happy to have you following. I was saying that you did a bang up job there. So, no kitty gloves. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. But you've seen me play before, so you know the speed difference here. Yeah, mirroring him is not gonna do it, so I mean I did that for the first 2 blocks for fun. But I can't do it for any stretch of the longer term, so I'll just start playing my own game from now on. That should be all I do. Yeah, let's clean that up. Blue eliminations would work here at some point. How much is that? Not a lot. A 17 to follow that up. Can deal with that. But another 33. I'm not able to deal with that. Yeah, okay. So, with the first attack I could have dealt with that, but the second part of that combo, definitely too much. Let's clean these away. Now let's give him something to miss his field up a little bit. Not gonna work for long term, I suppose. Let's clean these away. Now let's get that red going on the left side. Let's put a little bit of color on top of that. Let's start burying these gems here, because I think there's gonna be an attack incoming. That's gonna be a gem swap. How big is it? It's 74. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. Not a chance. Good play. Well done. And a deserved win there. Did I press the continue button with him? Did I not? Was that the second round? Man! Was that just one? Chat, please. Was it one or two fights? I can give him the 2-0 here, regardless. But did I fight too? Did I press continue? I felt like I did, but I was kind of focused on the action. Let me ask. Or was it one more? Yeah, focusing on the game, focusing on the talking, it does take a toll on the old noggin here. Be it as it may. Maybe I made a mistake, maybe I didn't, but we'll give him the point. Be that as it may. My mistake. Up 1-0. Yeah, let's go. So, let's do the second match here. Yeah. Now it's the big brain time, right? So what we'll do is we'll continue from the 1-up situation where he was. And he's up 1-0, and this is the second fight of the set of best of 3. Just joking there. Continuing to do what I do best. Watching at the opponent's screen, not the best possible thing to do here. Not the highest chance I have of winning, let's put it that way. So let's focus on my game and my game solely. Or I will focus on my game, and you, of course, obviously, do whatever you please. Yeah, okay, he also has nothing here in the beginning. Neither of us have nothing here in the beginning. Burying some reds here, got the greens, yellow, blues going. Anyway, I have some colors for me. And that's gonna be 60. Wow, that is nice. So, I have to be fast on the attack. What we'll do here is we'll attack first, and at least let's put him on the defensive once, shall we? How's that sound? Sound lovely? Good, let's do it. So let's set up something on the board here. How much is that? That's not a super big elimination there. Hitting those reds will combo with the blues, and I said I would want to be on the offensive, but I'm not. 75, are you kidding me? Apparently you're not. We're done. Okay, that is GG. I wanted to do something else there, and I wasn't fast enough to do it, so that is Tricky Kid up by 2. Well done there, good play. Definitely prefer taking a deserved loss than an undeserved win, that's for sure. Man, I almost blushed there when I dropped the 1-0 and dropped myself out of the contention there. Well, them's the breaks. And the scores are now correct and submitted. So next up we have match number 6. And next is Chorito Gonzalez vs JXZO. I have a strong feeling here that Tricky Kid is going to face Chorito Gonzalez again in the finals here. This is now starting the semi-finals rounds. So it's gonna be Chorito Gonzalez versus JXZO, and the loser of this match is gonna face Tricky Kid. Tricky Kid will then possibly fight his way into the finals from the loser side of the bracket. So we might see a repeat of the first match in the finals. So Chorito Gonzalez versus JXZO. Chorito Gonzalez is ready there, and JXZO is also in the fight kit, so the match should be starting momentarily. Let's have a little bit of a hydration break before that. Okay, so the match should be starting in a second. Hopefully. Any moment now. At least Churito is ready for the match. We're waiting for JX0. I should be challenging Churito in a second here. Yeah, a big L there done. Um, we'll give him 2 minutes to challenge. So we'll give 2 minutes for JX0 to challenge Churito Gonzalza. We'll see what happens in that time. By the way, if you're wondering what's gonna happen next, well, we're gonna continue playing Super Puzzle Fighter for a little bit longer, and after that, we're gonna take a little break here. Churito Gonzalza, give me a character. Yep. would like to see you play again. At this rate, if your opponent doesn't show up, you'll get a free win here. You'll get a buy if your opponent doesn't show up. He's got 2 minutes. So we'll do it at 45. That's 9:45 on my clock. So we'll give 2 minutes to the JX0 to challenge you. Anyway, like I was saying, after this, what's gonna happen is a short break on these tournament games. I'm gonna be playing Magical Drop 3 as a monthly event. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna have Rage of the Dragons, and we're gonna get back to the bi-weekly fighting games. It used to be weekly last month, but we thought the organizer that it might be more humane. Might be more humane. Oh, Churito, you're asking me what should you play? Yeah, okay, play Felicia. If you wanna have a specific character, Felicia is the one I would prefer seeing. Yeah, I misread in the beginning. Okay, JX0 is good to play, so let's turn the action here. Happy to have the game continue. Wouldn't have wanted to have a play draw. And thanks Churito for taking Felicia. Let's see how it goes. When I was playing this game way back when, most of the time I would choose Felicia. You might think it's for the obvious reasons, and maybe it is. But it's also a fighting game character I do prefer the movesets of, not just the shape of, let's put it that way. Of course, many of these Japanese games and the games of this ilk are pretty well sexualized, if you want to put it that way. But it is what it is, it's part of the course. That's a nice combo setup there. That's a 3 chain with just a few small attacks, but that queues up a bigger attack as the follow-up. And there we go, that's a nice chain of 4 to continue the attack and keep out the pressure. Good play. Okay. Churito up by 1 round, and let's get back to the action. By the way, what is the PogChamp emote today? I thought Twitch was starting to shuffle the PogChamp around, and I think it's something else today. Maybe it's one of these. Yeah, it's Broke Face and Big Brother No. I was wondering what happened to PogChamp. Just to be a fave of the community. And that's a fast Felicia win. Danno, pääsekö meille? Ei tähän aikaan. Not at this hour. Videographer Palikka versus Goliath. Yeah, it's Block versus Goliath for sure. I mean, it looks to be a hard match for any of our Finnish opponents, but that's fine. I mean, we are seeing some of the community members face other community members, and we are seeing some very even level fights here. And then for the finals, we are gonna see a high level fast paced fight. That's my I hate to call it. Modiboy, can you play Dixit? Dixit the board game. I do play a lot of board games. I've been enjoying quite a few recently. Small World of Warcraft and some others. For example, Eclipse and quite a few board games. I've got a bit of a collection actually at home, and I am a member of a board game community. But I haven't been playing Dixit. Maybe I haven't. Done ihan turha. So I have been playing board games, but Dixit is not a recent acquaintance of mine, let's put it that way. Okay, Donovan is setting up a small attack there and would hope to crash that big green block that he has. Is giving it up. So Churito will have to attack in the next few frames, or Oh, but JX0 wastes the big green by using a diamond, and the attack is cancelled, and it's just a regular diamond attack. But that's a two chain, and Churito is a little higher there. But he's got a huge red. He's going for a bit of a styling win, I suppose. I mean, that's going to be a once the red and green pop, it's gonna be a crushing. It's gonna be a pretty much a crushing attack. Okay, he didn't combo it off, and he's waiting for the other. So at least CX0 has a fighting chance. But let's see. We are getting some fast build up on the right hand of the screen. JX0 is not that far behind, but he's got what 8 blocks down, and Churito has almost double that. So there is a bit of a speed difference between these two players. Video Crumple, pay no heed. I happen to know the other chatter there, and he is a child, so that's why I'm being kind of lenient on him. I gave him a warning instead of a ban outright. And had I not known that he's a child, I would have given him a ban there. Okay, that's a pretty expected 2-0, so let me just update the brackets here. And what I find here is when I'm doing this on challenge, if I refresh the screen, then I'm able to enter the results, but if I don't refresh the screen, I'll just be hanging there with a spinning circle waiting for it to update. Next up, JX0 and Tricky Kid. So, JX0 will have to fight 2 rough matches in a row. Them's the breaks though. If we had had the original quantity of players that we were planning to do, that was almost 10. So 9-10 players. That would have allowed for a little bit more variety there. But with just 5 players, then of course we are going to see players playing back to back, and we are going to see players playing pretty much repeated matches, even if there's just one match in between. And with a bigger bracket, that would be an issue, but as the bracket is, that's what we have. So we are waiting for JX0 to challenge Tricky Kid. That's gonna be the loser semifinals, and then we're gonna have one of these players moving up to the finals facing Churito Gonzalez. So see Churito playing once more in the finals. And the losers bracket finalist, of course, will have to win twice, 2 best-of-3 matches if they want to take the grand title for themselves. See if JX0 is ready for the fight. A bit of an advice going out there on the fight gate, but like last time, JX0 was just a little bit slow on draw on the challenge side of things. So let's see if he's going to be ready in just a moment. What I'm happy with is the Fightgate netcode though. We are having players from the United States and we are having players from Mexico. And usually we just play with the Finns. But at least for my gameplay, I didn't feel any significant lag there. And the netcode for Fightgate 2 is pretty magical. It allows us to play with community members that are far away, and especially in these times where we are all pretty much just hanging at home. Fightgate 2 has been a definite benefit. Mukku is your favorite palikka karateka? Yep, block fighter would be the translation for it, I suppose. And Dannu ei pystynyt tulemaan striimi kesken. Okay, what time is it? It's 51. It's 9:51, so what we'll do is we're gonna keep 2 minute more. So what we'll do is we will wait for a maximum of 2 minutes. So it's 21:52. Let's wait until 21:54 for him to be available. So maximum of 2 minutes downtime here, and then we'll continue with the tournament. So far, if you are interested in these sorts of games, do send me a shout out either here on Twitch or on the Twitter there. That's my Twitter on the left. That's big_ob_up. And there's a fantastic puzzle game community or fantastic puzzle game Discord and puzzle general. and they are very welcoming to members. It's not the most active Discord, but they've got followers for pretty much every puzzle game that you might want to follow. And then, of course, there are various speedrunning games that the community does. So there are at least multiple speedrunners there. So if you do enjoy puzzle games, then I can send you a Discord invite to the Puzzle General channel. And if you are, of course, in Finland, near Finland, or within a very low ping of Finland, and you would like to play older, maybe lesser known fighting games, then of course we have the Karate Hut Discord up there. That's a separate thing, and we do not generally play many puzzle games there on the Karate Hut Discord. But Puzzle General is a channel to find opponents there. One more minute. Let me send a 1 minute warning, and let's hope that we get the play here. But of course, people being people and situations being what they are. I do try to understand if people have other obligations or things suddenly turn up and you are not able to play a video game. That's, of course, this is our free time and this is just hobbies. And if you've got family obligations or if you have something else to do, then that's obviously fine. Not an issue. If you have a dropout, yeah, at the end of the things, then we do have a dropout here at the end of the things. And that's almost time. Danu, you don't want to post your phone number. At least Discord took 2 numbers out of it, but you don't want to do that. That's a bad idea. I mean, you don't know who's gonna call. Don't do that. Last chance. Please don't make me report a buy. Yeah, Danu, you wanna delete that. Morgan do it? Okay, yeah. Got the tools here. I will need to learn some more Twitch tools. Okay, we are not getting a challenge. Then we're gonna give a buy to Tricky Kid. So, what's gonna happen is Pangos next at Churrito Salsa and at Tricky Kid. So we are gonna move to the finals. We do have to avoid a buy to Tricky Kid. Unfortunate, but that's what we have to do. Tricky Kid, that mean Gale. Yeah, he's saying, time for him to die. Yeah, it's a good luck, have fun situation, that's for sure. Trudy Gonzalez has shown himself to be a strong player, so we are gonna avoid a no show for JX here. And let's get to the finals. This is a rematch of the first fight, and Churito Gonzalez did a 2-0 win there. So let's see if he can keep his 2-0 streak going. The chat controls here open for Twitch. Oh, here we go. I got the phone number done. I had to enable moderator rights for myself to be able to delete a message. We don't want people exposing their personal information here online or in any situation on Twitch. Not a safe thing to do. Video crumple, if someone doesn't show up or is GQ'd, you can signal that by setting the results as nil-3 or nil-8 or similar. Yeah, I did 3-0. Spike Momont, welcome to chat. Will you host more Puzzle Fighter tournaments? I couldn't make it today. We'll take a look into it. I'll ask our local community, and I'll ask the community on Puzzle General Discord. And if there's interest in this, I'm all for playing puzzle games. The usual group of people I play with, the Karate Hut Discord community, they are not super into puzzle games. But if you see interest in the community, I'd be happy to host puzzle games. And today, I was expecting to have mostly our local community members playing. So the prizes were decided way before this tournament was settled upon. So the prize is actually only available in Finland, so that's a little unfortunate. So if I'm able to host another community tournament, if there is interest in the game or in another puzzle game, then I'll make sure that the prize, whatever it is also available internationally. I mean, it's only worth like 12 euros. I'm not convertible to Crash, but it's, you know, it would be nice to give the award to a player who's able to utilize it. I mean, the award is an entry to an arcade in Finland, and it's worth 12 euros. But Churito is fighting hard for it. He's in trouble, and he's down. Tricky Kid was a little hesitant joining the match, but did pick Ken, and we have a Ken final, but Tricky Kid takes the first round. So let's concentrate on the action again. We don't see a mirror play here, both players opting for a different strategy. Churito is building wider, and Tricky Kid is playing higher. Tricky Kid is setting up only yellows to do his diamonds with, and yeah. And while Churito is building a different kind of a combo setup, let's see who gets to combo bigger. You'll keep a tracking on the puzzle Discord. Nice stream, by the way. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it when we have people joining in on these games and, you know, just enjoying the games in general. So it's nice to have a compliment now and again. Okay, Churito he has got a full board, right? But he's also got a huge red and pops it, and that's 55, cancelled to 49. So that is a big attack. And as it is a Ken attack, Tricky Kid is going to be in trouble from now on. I mean, whatever he does, he's gonna have some combo potential there on his screen. But then anything he does with those combos is gonna be with just a very few blocks in general. So the attacks are not gonna be massive. Flips a diamond. Churito wouldn't be able to take a big attack. A red elimination, the comboing into a yellow, is going to be big. Churito cancels to 8, but is super high. Gets to a red, but it doesn't connect. The blue is able to clear, and now the red is available again. No, it's not. Okay, so very much in trouble, Churito here. Tricky Kid has the reds, and so does Churito. Churito is now attacking on the reds, cannot combo with anything. But it's not an outright kill. And Tricky Kid is fast on the draw, is able to clear some of the blocks away before Churito attacks, so that's good play there. Is able to do a fast clear, and now is playing with a diamond. Big diamond switch coming for the red, and that's a huge attack. Is it? 11, 33, and cancelled into maybe 29. 1, 2, and 2 slow? Maybe not. It's still an ongoing fight. He was waiting for the diamond. And so is Churito. See that shaft? He's gonna keep it clear and hope for a diamond. Doesn't get it. But that's gonna keep him in the game yet. Needs a red, gets the red, is still in the fight. Okay, done. I'm sorry. That's a block. I'm not gonna have that in the chat. Okay, Tricky Kid takes the first W. Good play. We might see an upset here in the final set. Okay, so let's see what Churito does to answer that. It was a long fight, the longest fight we've had so far, and that's what we see when we have evenly matched players. We do need to have similar drop speeds for this to happen, but once we do have similar drop speeds, like we saw in the some of the early matches and like we are seeing here in the finals, once the drop speeds are very similar, then the matches tend to become this back and forth battle, and that's maybe the best thing about Puzzle Fighter. Miksi estit? Why did I block you? Because you were offensive. Koska olit loukkaava toista käyttäjää kohtaan, se ei käy. Okay, back into the action. Red's ready for both players. I'm popping a 2 combo there. Oh, it's a 3 chain, didn't read it all the way through. And that's gonna be big. The buried removals are on a 2 counter and Churito takes the first W here. We are going to have to play for the finals just a tad longer. Crayon, you decided with Ninglia that... What? Finally gets the 30 over par in a golf gets moderation rise for this channel. Yeah. That's a nice kappa. And done 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I will not do that. You got a warning and you didn't hit the warning. En ota. Varoitin, et koskaan. Yeah, if you want to moderate this channel, you're more than welcome to. It appears today we learned that there is some need for moderation, and while I'm able to do it while I'm playing, while I'm talking, I won't be able to do it while I'm playing. So, you know, if you want to moderate my channel, yeah, you're more than welcome to. Video couple, you prefer golf? What's wrong with blocks? These are some high quality blocks. Done. I know, keep that up and you'll be blocked as well. Tiedän. Jatkat sitä vanhaa väärää, niin sit lähtee toikin. 42 on the right. Is able to save, but not at 26, 24, cancelled into 21, and that's gonna be too much. Okay, 1-1. Churito Gonzalez is looking at a match point soon. These are 1 wins for both. Rayon, ei tainnut tulla kutsua Pirttiin. No invite to the Pirtti? Unfortunately, no. I don't have too many rules on the channel, but I would like for the... I mean, I think the one rule is don't be a jerk. Yeah, I mean, älä ole ääliönin enestä. Don't be a jerk and I won't block you. Mayu and Chen, welcome to the chat. You're joining us just for the time of finals, but it is a high quality final here. Both these players are excellent at the game. And it's also very close. Yeah, there's my moderator. Okay. Churro Gonzalez is burying some blocks there in order to clean his board once the timers run out, but he'll have to keep shoveling blocks away in order to use those buried blocks. Then from this board, he would have to do a counter attack, and building that counter attack is gonna take some cleaning of blocks to do. So Tricky Kid has an advantage here and is able to continue attacking. Churito Gonzalez cleans away that attack. That was a critical cancel, and now it's gonna come down to the diamonds. First player to a diamond here. Maybe Tricky Kid is not in such a need for a diamond, but Churito gets the green diamond, flips it, and that's a big attack. Tricky Kid is not in time for the diamond, and Churito takes the W. Okay, match point Churito Gonzalez. If he wins this, he's gonna be a champion. Nice play with the diamond there. An important usage of the diamond glitch in the game. You switch it last second, as the chat mentioned. And there we saw an expert use of the diamond glitch. Even if you are in a relatively difficult situation, the diamond can turn tables very quickly. Starting off with a 5 chain, very well built chain there, and that's all she brought. GG's to all the players.